Greetings, YouTube visitors. What are you learning today that will help you better serve God? Well, it's August the 6th. You know, that's my great-grandmother's birthday. She was born in 1898. She lived to be 93. Can't forget my great-grandmother's birthday. Since she was very instrumental in rearing me as a little boy and took me under her wings when she had already raised 3 of her daughters. Rather than me getting put up for adoption or getting into a foster home, she took care of me until I was about 8, and then I went to move with my aunt and uncle. That's another story for another day. I'm actually coming out with a memoir, sort of an autobiography. Perhaps later in the year or next year it'll be out. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of writing lately. Okay, so let's talk about... I was going to talk about the markets. We could talk about the markets a little bit, but I'll finish it with another video later on today. The dollar is around 102. So we broke down from 104 to about 102 on the dollar index. And I think that the recession that we're in, they're talking about a possible recession. No, we're in a recession. If you listen to Peter Schiff, we're in a recession, and I think it's going to get worse. Looking at Dr. Copper, the copper price, it's been coming down. We broke through 403 support. We went up a little bit to about 412 to 414. We're coming down again. We ended up going back below $4. These are commodities that trade on the futures exchanges, okay? Gold and silver came off their highs about a month ago. We were at 3250 on silver, 2500 or so on gold. Not much lower on gold, but probably $40-50 lower. Silver's come down quite a bit. I think we're at about a 15% correction so far. And there's a possibility that we could even go down to 25.50 area, $26 area in silver. That'd be a tremendous buy zone, okay? For those of you out there who don't own any silver, I encourage you to get some real physical metal. The kind that when it drops on your foot, it hurts, you know? That's real money. The kind that takes effort to dig out of the ground. Gold and silver. Not this fiat paper money that we have right now, this fiat money that our Federal Reserve Treasury system work together to create, which causes inflation, booms and busts. You know, this is a real problem we have today that makes us all slaves and then they want to talk about a central bank digital currency where they can track every purchase that you have. That would not be good. Well, they're doing it right now with the credit cards, you know. Every time you use your credit card, not only do you have a record, but the government has a record. Oh, you bought gas at standard gas station over here, Chevron. Oh, you bought gas at 76. Oh, you bought gas over here at Shell. Oh, you went to this grocery store, you went to that grocery store, you made a purchase online, you bought this, you went to fly over to this state, taking United Airlines or Southwest or whatever. Do you really want the government nosing in on everything that you do? I don't. That's an invasion of privacy. In fact, the other day, who was it that I called? I called some company, and they actually recorded the conversation. I said, why are you recording it? They said, because we record all of our conversations. I said, I know, but this isn't a police state, is it? You know? It's not like I'm doing a transaction with a broker where money is being exchanged. Why would they record your conversations? Do you ever challenge the people at the other end and ask them to take you off the recording? Or do you just go along with it? I think we need to challenge these people and say, look, I don't want my voice being recorded. There's no reason to record it. All right? But the people go along with it, and they're going to keep doing it. Anyway, so how you doing job-wise? How you doing financially? That's something that a lot of Christians don't really focus too much on. So there's a lot of followers of people gurus, Dave Ramsey and so on. I remember several years ago I was at a church and somebody mentioned Dave Ramsey. I never even heard of the guy. They probably looked at me like, what? You haven't heard of Dave Ramsey? But since then I've done some research, and he's got different programs, I guess, that help you make money in real estate. He's got a talk show that he answers people's questions, and I imagine he's doing a lot of good for people. He's even trying to get you into coaching so you can be a financial coach. But that's another matter. Before I get too far along in this video, I got to say I'm missing one of my Siamese cats. Last night I let her, well, not last night, yesterday I let her out. I got like 4 female cats and 1 male that was given to me by a friend. And I got Simi and Pom Pom. Those are my Siamese cats. Beautiful blue eyes, and one of them's real fluffy tail. The other one's not quite so fluffy, but they're sisters. And I feel bad now because I let one out to kind of train her, and my little Frisky, another female, was trying to teach her how to cope with the outdoor world. And next thing I know, Pom Pom's going into some bushes, and then she disappears. I was standing there watching her, and then a little while later, she like disappeared totally. I went over to the bushes. She wasn't nowhere to be found. I hope she didn't leave the yard. My next door neighbor says she'll come back. I don't know. We got coyotes out here. Of course, I haven't seen any coyotes in the daytime, but she didn't come back last night. So let's find out. I'll give you a report on my cat. And I'll show you a picture of some of my cats later on, perhaps, in the coming days. Anyway, so let's get back to what's going on in the economy. Oil staged a pretty nice rally yesterday, but I think it did what's called a retest. It went back up to the line where it broke down. It's still below support right now, so I think we're heading lower in oil, probably down to $68 at least. That'll be nice for people that are traveling who want cheaper gas prices, okay? Yeah, we all want cheaper gasoline prices, don't we? Stock market's pulled back a little bit. I'm actually shorting the NASDAQ right now. I think that we're going to go lower. It's been fluctuating up and down, but as this recession gets deeper, I imagine we're going to get a further sell-off. Somebody like Gregory Mandarino, he keeps saying, buy the dip, buy the dip. That's worked for the most part. But what's going to happen when things aren't working so well and maybe the economy will sink deeper? Who knows? What the globalists plan, you know? They're the ones with the big money. They're the ones that make the big money in these markets. They push gold and silver. They either pull it down or they push it up. Okay, right now they're pulling the metals down. And but anyway, we need to keep an eye on our investments, don't we? You just never know. They can make you or break you. But ultimately, here's a verse in the scriptures. A man's life consisteth not in the abundance of the things which he possesses. Again, I don't know where that's found. Look it up. A man's life consisteth not in the abundance of the things which he or she possesses. That's right. Life is more than what you eat and what you drink, although we should be concerned about those things, those material benefits and concerns. We need to be more concerned on spiritual matters. How's the state of your soul? How's the state of my soul? Okay? Are we meditating on the scriptures? Are we praying without ceasing like the Apostle Paul said? Yeah, we have to work on ourselves more, right? Yeah, we have to work on ourselves. If we're going to get ahead in life, you got to be focused on your goals. Set some goals. Be focused on working harder on yourself, as the late Jim Rohn used to say. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. If you work hard on your job, you'll make a living. If you work harder on yourself, you can make a fortune. All right, that'll be it for today. Share this with other people. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. I'm trying to encourage you. Be encouraged in the Lord. He is everything. As a Christian, you should know that. Jesus says, without me, you can do nothing. John chapter 15. All right, until we meet again, may the Lord richly bless you.